What up? Vibing with Reeves. What's going on, y'all? Real quick, before I start, you may sort of see in the background, ooh, the things around my fingers looks like the fabric of reality is being torn apart, like in those Marvel movies, don't it? Yeah. Okay. Another thing, before I start, I have a deep, deep love for ice cream. Ice cream sundaes, ice cream sandwich, milkshakes. It could be a it could be a freaking crazy thunderstorm, rainstorm. I'm sitting out. You might see me out there sitting eating a ice cream sundae. Like, dude, it's raining. What is wrong with you? I've done this stuff before. Trust me. It could be a crazy blizzard. Everyone's getting inside. I'm trying to get to McDonald's so I can hurry up and get a milkshake. And yeah. And if you're with me, I'm gonna drag you with me. You know, keeping me any type of company, any type of friend, a, associate. If you're more than an acquaintance, I'm gonna drag your ass along with me to get some ice cream. I'm off you some too. Now, if you decide not to accept the offer, that's you. But now, that's been taken care of, you know, because I know it's wild, and I pass by ice cream. I have to skip that out. Sometimes I go grocery shop. I try my best to skip that out because I definitely go wild with that, especially when they don't have a sale. If they have a sale, I don't know what's worse, when they have an ice cream sale or when they don't. Because I go, no, I'm like, I'm turning over. You get ice cream. She get ice cream. They get ice cream. You all get ice cream. Like, no, it's just ridiculous. Just grown ass man with mad ice cream. I had to rush home before it start melting. It's crazy. But yeah, okay, that's something I had to get off my chest. Some people can't take it seriously, but it's I love it. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things. And would you try a ice cream Saturday? I was seeing the thing. That's what put it up for me. An ice cream Saturday. Saw it from one of them old cartoon things. You know, when they did the cartoon joints back in the day where they told you about what's a bill and all that crazy stuff. And about politics and everything. They had the cartoon sing about it. This one was the idea about Ice Cream Saturday. After that, then I'm gonna get into the serious stuff. But the Ice Cream Saturday, I mean, it's like a Sunday, but totally not. You take a half a ring. You take a ring of a pineapple, a half, and then you put in the ring of the pineapple, you put a half a banana in there. And on top of that half a banana, you put like no, not a cherry, a grape. And then around it, you put yogurt. You scoop a bunch of yogurt around it and eat that. Would you try that? Cause would you? I might. I might. I ain't gonna lie. I might. I might. I just might. Now we're gonna get serious. Let's get serious. Jermaine Jackson joint, for those who know. Let's get serious and vibe with Reeves. That's what we're gonna do. Vibe with Reeves. I bet voices and what they tell you. That's right. We're gonna talk about what people tell you and also what you tell yourself. What's more important? Who's the more important voice to you? You know, who has the most importance when they speak to you? Include yourself, include family members, friends, significant other, strangers on the street, strangers on the internet. Some people live for the internet, you know. You got a bunch of people talking crazy about them on Instagram, uh, or X, formerly known as Twitter, and they'll break them down. It's like, no, people I've never seen before don't like me. No. See, I make fun of it. Some people say you shouldn't, but I do. Whatever. Um, because it is wild. Sometimes people can really just blow things out of proportion and worry about the wrong things, worry about people who aren't worried about them or shouldn't even be worried about them. They got a life to live. Why don't they live it? You know, some people so busy minding other people's business that their home front's jacked up and their affairs aren't in order because they so busy worrying about everything else. They can't handle their own business because they're all up in your business. That's right. They don't know where their kids at 'cause they so busy trying to be a second parent to your kids, and the kids are good and they don't need that. They don't know where their boo thing is right now, but they so busy trying to tell you what yours is doing. Those type of people. So, but seriously, who matters more? What matters more? Which is the voice that means more to you? But there's always gonna be voices out there. Always, always, always. Always gonna be voices out there telling you what to do, how to do it. Who's the most important voice? That's a question. Think about that for a second. Who's the most important voice? You don't have to rush for it. I mean, you don't have to rush to say it. But when you get that, when you realize who it is, please leave the answer in the comments. Yeah, leave that in the comments. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it in the comment. Leave it in the comment. Leave it in the comments. Let me know who's the most important voice to you. Is it your kids? Is it dad? Is it mom? Is it the grandparents? Is it uncle? Is it uncle? Is it auntie? Your favorite cousin? Your big homeboy from around the way? Your homegirl from back in the day. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Most important voice is it God? Who's the most important voice? Is it your mentor? Is it your husband? Is it your wife, fiance? You know, is it your boss? You know, is it some celebrity? Your favorite celebrity, maybe? Come on, some people are really into their celebrities. They really, really are into celebrities. So you gotta figure someone's really gonna do whatever a celebrity says or does. Or is it you? Some people said, look, I don't care what anyone do. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm the most important voice. So, those are one things. Who the most important voice? And also another thing I want to know is um why is that the most important voice? Why? Why is it the most important voice? Why is this person why? Do they have the most important voice to you? Why does their voice matter most to you? Why does what they say mean the most to you? And then also, think about that. Think about that for a second. Why is it the most important? Does it fall in line with where you want to go? Does it fall in line with where you are now, where you're trying to stay? Does it fall in line with where you think you deserve to be? And also, your favorite voice, right? What's most important to you. Now, think about this. I say, who's the most important voice, right? And why are they the most important voice? But also, here's the thing. What does that voice tell you to do? Hopefully, no crazy shit, but what does that voice tell you? Is it positive? Is it toxic? Is it healthy? Is it negative? Unhealthy? What does that voice want you to do? Is that voice, the person with that voice, do they have your best interest at heart? Do they know what you need? Do they know what you want? Do they care? There's people out there that's listening to people tell them what to do that don't have any clue about what they should be doing. There's people out there that'll tell you what you need to do and they don't even know what they want to do with their own life, but they're gonna sit there and tell you what you need to be doing. They don't even know what they want to do with their own life. They're gonna talk your ear off for what you should be doing. What about what you should be doing? We're gonna talk about that right now. That's another thing you need to do. You need to focus. They don't know what they want. There's people out there that don't know what to do with their life, but they know they want to lead your life for you. Now, it's someone like that. You should that be the most important voice to you? I hope that isn't. You could always reconfigure things, You could always reconfigure things and be like, you know what? Nah, not as important to me. Or, friends, I'm talking about friends mean a lot to us when we're younger, we grow up. As you get older, you might say, you know what? Nah. You might realize that they don't know what's best for you. You might say, you know what? I'm gonna start listening to my inner voice more. You might really come to that conclusion that you need to listen to the inner voice more. Unless your inner voice isn't telling you the greatest of things. Unless your inner voice is like your enemy. Sometimes that can happen. But your inner voice doesn't have your own back. You're telling you're telling yourself really bad things. Then you might definitely gonna need to get some help to get that realigned, you know. Because if you're gonna listen to a voice, you want the voice be leading you in the right direction, you know. Be positive, you know, healthy, non-toxic, You don't want that voice to be saying, yeah, you ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be nothing. You ain't nobody. Don't listen to if that's the voice you got, don't listen to it. If your voice is like your inner voice is like it's like a hater, then don't listen to him. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to your inside hater voice. Yeah. What if you have a friend and they always put you down? They always put you down. I'm not talking about someone that tells you a raw truth that you can use to help yourself. No, I'm talking about someone that's just straight up putting you down. There's a difference. And that's the person you should listen to. If you listen to that person, you'll start putting yourself down too. You know, it's it's hard to be great when you got people on the inside or your team telling you you ain't ever gonna be nothing. Why should they be on the inside of your team? They should ah, bye bye, be out. Let them go, let them go, let them know. so you can grow. Ha, bars. Seriously though, don't keep them around. Stay sucker free. You shouldn't have anyone around that's putting you down. That's constantly just talking down on your name. They're supposed to be helping you out. You're supposed to be helping them out as well, help each other out with it. If your most important voice is always putting you down, then you need to reconsider what's important to you. You know, reconsider your worth. I mean, that's where I try to live by myself too. Sometimes you have people around you, you're like, oh yeah, they got my back, and they don't. Some people don't want to see you grow, and some people negative. I I'm gonna give you an example about voices of who to listen to, who would ignore. I may have told this story before, but I'll tell it again. I Here we go. This was back in the day. I was producing. There was the R&B group that was successful, and they wanted to start their own label, and they was holding like auditions, and a lot of people came out to audition. They was looking for producers, artists, songwriters, dancers, all that. You know what I mean? Anyone with talent could, they was trying to set that off. I won't get into the band name because, I'm in the group. That's not really of importance for the story, but they was doing it big. They was trying to set up a label. And guess what? I was trying to be down like Brandy, you feel me? So I went there with my music, with my beats, and songs I produced for other artists. Went there. That was like my demo, my real, and there was a lot of people out there. And I started talking to some, I was nervous. I was nervous. Started talking to some of the people. And it was cool. And it was cool. You know, some people seem to be standoffish, like and quiet. Some some seem nervous like me, and others, start talking more. Everyone's cool. One guy's up there. Yeah, let me hear your stuff. Let me hear your stuff. Cool. Yeah, so you stuff. Oh man, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna work. Well, you don't like it? Nah, nah, nah. Keep in mind, never met Duke before in my life. Oh, I said, look, I did that. It's like I saw just the blue of the room. Like, wow, that's crazy. Got a little zoom. Got a little zoom background. This is dope. Anyway, didn't like it. Cool. Let other people, he kept going on and on. Oh, serious, if I was you, I'd turn around and go home. Like, why? Well, you gotta do this. You need to get down like me. I told the other dude right there, him. Yeah, you need to get like me, because what I got's crazy. You know what I mean? You might want to be like me, you know what I mean? My joke's crazy. My crazy. I'm like, well, let me hear it. You heard it, it's all right. I'm like, it's all right, it's cool, it's all right. No, 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 this is the best. You want to be like me. And some people's like, don't listen to him. Don't listen. No, no, you gotta be real with him. You gotta be real with him. All right, fast forward. We get upstairs. They start letting people to the audition area. Everyone's inside. They play the joints. And he was one of the first people they called up. I keep in mind what he said. He kept trying to, and later on, he kept trying to convince me that I should go home. That I should just give up. I should go home. One of the other people, so that's the one person that wanted me to listen to him. The next person, then there was someone else that said, don't pay attention to him. Don't worry about him. He hating. Don't worry about him. Who's he to say? Because if he was that dope, he'd be one of the judges instead of someone else that was just trying to get on. He's trying to get on like you, like me, like everyone else. So what he thinks don't matter. But don't let him trick you out your position and make you not believe in yourself. Who is he? Who is he? So that's the second person I could listen to. There's choices. There's choices, right? Boom. I chose to listen to the second dude. And I said, I spent too much money to get out there. I'd rather them tell me uh, I don't know that dude anyway for me to be running the tuck and tail and run it. Anyway, he went up there. And I was the only one he was trying to act like he was better than, right? I was the only one. He tried the hardest on me. He tried to go the hardest on me, but he was trying to put down other people, even some of the people he came in there with, some of his own people. He's trying to high side on them too. He's talking down on a few people. I was just the worst case scenario on that shit, right? Anyway, he get on stage and play his beats, the songs he produced and everything, and wasn't no one feeling it? Was it no one feeling it? And you saw the look on his face. It's like, and they told him how he needs to step his game up. He needs to improve. He needs to get much better. And he told a bunch of stuff he need to get ready. And if he really do that, his was so bad it took down the vibe and it took out the air in the room. He did so bad. I mean, everyone fails at something when you put out there, whether you're DJing or you're singing, rapping. Everyone has a bad performance, but he was putting other people down, talking down to everyone else, and act like he was the best, just for him to start the thing off on a horrible note. Crazy, right? And you saw the look in his face. He's like, sat down, fell. You see him look down, comfortable. I'm looking down like, and then I was the next one they called up. Then I started to feel a little nervous. I said, I'll do worse than them. And even I said, even if I do, at least I didn't talk crazy about anybody else. So I won't have to. When you talk crazy about other people, you gotta make sure you deliver. Because if you don't deliver and you're talking crazy, people gonna look at you like, dude, what was all that about? You gonna try to lecture us and you suck? Crazy. But anyway, they're on stage, they played the music, you know, what the tapes, whatever, and they was rocking with it. And that my not just because it's me, I'm just saying it was hitting different. My stuff sounded harder, my stuff sounded better, played on the loud system, and you see everyone, you see the people had a smile on their face, the judges, everyone was like there. And I was looking on stage, I was seeing the people in the audience, they was like, oh, ooh, I see you, I see you. And then, sort of dude that was talking crazy, he saw that when he was looking like he was not happy. And one of the members of the group was dancing hard. I mean, she came, other ones were nodding their head, but there was one member that was just dancing all through, and they said they definitely would call me. Definitely would call me. They was feeling what I had and asked me how I made it, and was showing me love. And I got a big applause from everyone in there, from the other producers and the artists, the writers and everything. It was like, yo, that's dope. We need to work. We need to work. So, and it's funny, the guy that just went up for me was this. No one said that to him. I know it's because I was like, oh, slack. I almost felt bad for the dude. Kind of low key like that. Ugh. But here's the thing. I say that to say this. I had a choice of voices to listen to. The dissenting voice or the voice that was trying to uplift me. Dude that was saying, oh no, you should turn around, go home, go home, go home, go home. Or the voice that say, nah, stay. See what the people who running the contest have to say. You know what I mean? See, if they don't like it, maybe they'll probably tell you how you can improve. So you still don't lose nothing, you know. Don't let anyone run you away from what you're trying to do, what you came here to do. So those are two voices I could have listened to, negative and positive. I chose positive. I'm just saying that's an example of voices to listen to. You know, someone could be telling you you're not good enough, you'll never be good enough, leave, give up, or someone could say, you got this, give it a shot. Don't give up on yourself. Who do you listen? Which voice is more important to you? That determines where you go. At least it'll determine how you feel about yourself. Which voice is more important to you? So that's important. That's why I say, why? What does that voice have to say to you to motivate you or to keep you down? You know, voice is important. And who has the voice? I want you to think about that. Please leave it in the comments. You know, some people break it down. It'll be more of a family thing. Some people break it down, be more of a religious and spiritual. It'll take it to more of a spiritual and religious level. Some people will be like, mom, dad, you know. Some people might be wife, husband, you know, some people with themselves. And some people's is anyone that's popular. Voice of anyone's popular because there's people who run with popular opinion. So, you know, anyone that's popular, they running with it. If they think you're cool, they running with it. That's the most important voice of the coolest person. They think, oh, that's the voice that matters more than them. Some people it's their favorite celebrity. I'm sorry. Favorite celebrity. That's the one that means the most. And then some people, the voice that matters most, they can't even figure it out. They still trying to figure out which one. They still trying to figure out which voice is most important. They trying to figure things out, trying to figure themselves out, what's important, what isn't important. And people, and honestly, people like that, I hope they find out, you know. Definitely, definitely. No judgment here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Voices. Which one's the most important to you? Why? What are they saying? That's all. That's all. You know, is it healthy, unhealthy, whatever? You know, is it funny, motivational? Does it help to paralyze you with fear? You know, well, you know, does it lead you to do hateful things? Does it lead you to doubt yourself? Does it lead you to spread love and positivity? I mean, you know, something to think about. Please leave it in the comments, like and share, you know. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel. And by the way, um, you know, got Reeves-The.com. You know that, right? Yeah. You know I got Reeves-The.com, right? That's cool. Go through, support. I appreciate it. And oh yeah. Um, I got beats for sale. Yeah. On the promo tip, I'm a producer. And if you didn't know, I just said it. So now you know I'm a producer, make music, and I got beats out there. And yeah, definitely need you to check out the beats. I'm on BeatStars, Mr. Reeves. You can check that out. And for the podcast, every Friday, Friday, new episode. That's right. Friday. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and on IG, Vibin With Reeves _podcast. Facebook, Vibin With Reeves. And I'm Mr. Reeves. Thank you so much for vibing with me. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute before I go. You know, voices for me, those important voices, God, and my voice is important too, because, got gotta listen to myself or tell myself to chill or I need to amp that up. Your own voice is important. My opinion, your own voice is important. You can talk down on yourself or you can talk yourself up. I've talked down on myself before, definitely. Trying my best to talk myself up. That's the point. You could talk yourself out of a good situation and into a bad situation, or you could talk yourself out of a bad situation into a good situation. Choice on you. Yeah, and all the other voices that's important to me, family, friends, people that have the best interests of Mr. Reeves at heart. I love you. Much respect. Enjoy your life. Have a good one. Stay up. Yeah.